Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Who should Wendy be with on Days of Our Lives? Johnny or Tripp? Now, for me, I'm not really a whole love triangle, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. Just not really my thing. But for the sake of this argument, on one hand, I'm tired of my dude Johnny constantly um getting the shaft when it comes towards these relationships. First it was Chanel, now it's Wendy with the whole at first it had a lot to do with the biscuits, but now it's just Wendy is just doing this whole ping pong thing. And to be honest, if I was either one of them, I would step back. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. How you doing, Freddie? Thank you for joining. How you doing, Andrea? I'm doing good. How you doing tonight? The Havlin's in the chat. How you doing tonight, the Havlin? Thank you for joining. So weird. I don't really understand how this thing is. Black Minds in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Alicia's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I'm just like there wondering. I was like, what should I actually have first? Devlin says, Abida has some Sangria. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Graham TV's in the chat. What's good, Graham's TV? Laura B's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Laura? Thank you for joining. I should probably, at the very least, pour this. You know, in my head, I thought I actually had more. But I really, really don't. I got enough for like maybe two. I'll go tomorrow. Actually really depressing. Black Minds in the chat. What's good? Oh yeah, I said what's up to you. But I'm glad you're doing good though. And Rihanna's in the chat. How you doing? I actually had a great day off. I had a great day off. How was your day? Alicia, what do you think about Crazy Pants hugging Anna? Oh, it was very odd. Even Anna was just like, wait, what are you doing? Ron says Albert Phoenix did a video about the actor Tyler getting arrested again. Seriously? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ron, are you joking? Are you serious about that? Because I will sit there and take a look at that. Valerie's in the chat. What's good, Valerie? Valerie says, can't wait to tonight. I'm going to see Grace Jones in concert. Nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Ron said, I prefer Wendy and Tripp together. Well, the thing about Johnny is that I like Johnny. Let's be honest, Johnny don't actually have a career. He doesn't even actually have a job. My dude is literally just a trust fund baby at this point. He has some great ideas. He's good at singing, but the dude don't really have anything going on for him now. Graham said, yeah, there goes my hopes of him. Wait. No, are you serious? Ron, let me know in the chat. And Rihanna says, I'm good. I have started reviews this week. Okay. And Rihanna. Graham says, yes, he was drinking again. What the? All right. Well, I'm going to have to sit down and look that up. Oh, that's a story that I'm kind of not looking forward to covering. Listen, I mean, I'm going to sit there and talk about it once I get some more information, but Andrea, I'm glad you're doing good. Makai's in the chat. Was good, Makai? And Graham TV said the same thing. Alicia, if true, put TC in a cell next to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Almost feel like I should change the damn title of this. Ron says, I'm serious. He did. What is going on? And Alicia says it's true. Put TC in a cell next to Haley. Autumn, what's good? Hey, why are Brooke and Taylor so damn stupid? Ridge hasn't learned his lesson. Obviously, because looks at look at his comments today. I don't why Brooke and Taylor put their friendship first. And Freddie's in the chat. I'm pretty sure I said what's up to you, but just in case I didn't know. That Havlin says so. Hat Daddy has a real granddaughter. Yeah, that was kind of annoying to sit through. Tamara's in the chat. What's good, Tamara? Laura B said that sucks. I thought TC was getting his stuff together. Yeah. Queen Nikisha's in the chat. What's good, Nikisha? I have to pace myself a little bit with this alcohol tonight so I can get some more tomorrow. Autumn says, who's Cat Daddy? Autumn, I think that person meant Hat Daddy. Valerie says, yeah, yep. Last days in the chat was good last day. In case that Tyler didn't hurt anyone, but he was arrested for being drunk in public. No driving was involved. Okay. All right. That kind of sucks though, just in general, but I'm glad, he wasn't doing nothing stupid like the other chick. Tracy's in the chat. What's good, Tracy? Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, Barry. Yeah, like I said, that whole thing is done. It's a wash at that point. It's a wash. It's a damn wash. CW's in the chat. What's good, my friend? Greetings and salutations to you as well. Nikki said, I'm heartbroken over Tyler. I had a dream of him being on Nicholas again. Honestly, well, I'm sad that he backslid. It sucks. At least said no driving that day, perhaps, but he has a problem to deal with. Now, how you doing, my friend? Last day, Ron says even head writer Ron said that he hopes that Tyler gets the help he needs. Yeah. Nikki said I was crying when Tiger broke down in the elevator. I was very 50-50 about the scene. I was very 50-50 about that scene. Because yes, I'm not a dick. My heart does go out to him. I also sat there and thought to myself, even before that happened, how was he not aware that there was a good possibility that Trina could have been Curtis's daughter? I think that's like that for me. That's the part that was just so like, wait, what? Like, Freddie says Ava is starting to shake in her boots right now. Autumn says, I hope he gets the help he needs. He needs rehab and help. Yeah. Last day says, I'm good, Albert. Somehow I forgot about Taylor and Deacon at the B&B. Completely forgot that happened. Oh, I get it. Always say, get Marcus C back. CW says so much for that's exactly what Nikisha and Valerie's just saying. Ron says Phoenix said that Tyler would show up on the set. Yeah, I heard. Alicia, I did not want Curtis to be Trina's father. Nikki said Tiger today was the first time I felt anything other than annoyed at Trina's useless paternity story. Okay. Darby's in the chat. What's good, Darby? How are you doing tonight? And Autumn says, Albert, why was Josh so damn annoying today? Like Michael sat there and told that was Carly's choice not to turn. Yeah, well, exactly. You know how Jocelyn is. On top of the fact that she was annoying, ungrateful, she completely decided to go at Michael, regardless of the fact that Willow's in the hospital. So I thought that that was stupid. Uh, Andrea says, "P.S. I can't wait for the surprise, the evening Albert." Yeah, yeah. Second hour. I'll try not to forget this time. Um, Alicia Joss is so annoying. Just f her and Michael, who should know better. CW says, I have to wonder if Miss Wu had anything to do with the results. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. Now, also, as far as B&B is concerned, I'm done for now. I had enough of the bias on repetitive BS writing. You know what was actually really good today, though? Y&R. I love, honestly, tell you the truth, well, actually, tell you the truth, in a lot of ways, I felt like Y&R was actually better than GH today. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I was more happy with Y&R than B&B. I mean, than GH. Lashanta's here. What's good, Lashanta? Thank you for joining. I love those clips, those old clips. By the way, I'm pretty sure that the guy who playing Cameron is the same dude from was he on Teen Wolf and he was on he played Luke Cage back in the day. No, I'm sorry, Johnny Cage back in the day. He played Johnny Cage back in the day. Spike Quick says Trina was not looking good today with her whining. I wasn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like that scene just it went on too long. I got annoyed. I literally just had no patience for it. So yeah. On says, but didn't Curtis tell her he didn't want? Yeah, but it's Miss Wu. It's Miss Wu. I mean, now Lashanta says Sally made me mad. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand how you're in pain for the baby, and the first person you call is Nick. You don't call Adam. You call Nick. Adam was your second choice. I, I can't. Autumn said we all knew that Curtis was the daddy. Yeah, I felt like it was like an episode of Maury Povich. Now Lashanta says fake Paulina is Sinclair from. Oh, okay, that's who that. Okay, when you said from Living Singles, I know exactly. Lashanta, that used to be my show back in the day. That used to be my show back. I literally sat there and watched every single episode back in the day. That was my show. Um, I used to love Living Singles. Although I would sit there and say fake Paulina did have a stupid comment today, which I was not well, I just thought it was stupid. Let's just put it that way. But I want to know, what is fake Paulina's plan? Autumn says not Maury Povich. Yeah, it was exactly like Maury Povich. Police said Nina gonna keep doing what she's doing to hide her role until she gets caught. It's almost like a slow confession. Alicia, I feel and again, I feel like at this point, Nina is like the Patrick from SpongeBob at this point. Like it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Um, Spike Quick says Josh and Trina do too much, especially Josh. Well, I don't think that Trina was normally does too much. I just felt like today's episode, a lot of the stuff she was saying was just unnecessary. She was all like, "Oh, well, I'm not looking for a replacement dad," and Will Smith there watching it, and I'm like, when did he actually say he was going to replace Taggart? I mean, I feel like she said that mostly for Taggart's benefit, but again, it was unnecessary. It was completely and utterly unnecessary. It's like, honestly, tell you the truth, part of me was like, yo, listen, if I was Taggart, I would have took up um that offer to work for the WSB and be like, you know what, listen, I'm not dealing with you and your attitude or Portia and her messiness, and I'm just gonna go globetrotting. I'm just gonna sit there and be the next James Bond, and I'm not sitting there dealing with other yachts. Oh, and Esme, yo, can we please get back the old Esme? Spikequake says, can Josh get shot by a bullet instead of getting maybe a little bit too far, but okay. Um, Freddie says that little demon Jocelyn might turn Sunny in with that video. If so, Carly will never look at her daughter the same way again, but I already know Sunny ain't going nowhere. He's been on the show for too long. Freddie, I'm gonna let you in a little something. Okay. And granted, this is just my speculation. I know he's been on the show for a long time, but the writing is on the wall as far as the character, the actor is concerned. I really do feel like this is going to be his last year on the show. I do. I feel like it's going to be his last year on the show. Yeah, Lobby, I don't. That's a good question. Now, Autumn says not globetrotting. Hey, Albert, I feel like if you were GH, you would tear Josh a new one. Autumn, I would be tearing a lot of people a new one. Josh, Josh would be on that list, but she wouldn't be the first person on that list. Of course, I gotta sit there and give it to Nina, aka Patrick from SpongeBob. That chick, I would sit there and go in a little bit first. Ron says I told you about these paternity tests and okay, I guess I'm gonna go back. Now, CW says Josh is getting my nerves. She is worse version of Carly. At least Carly is loyal, a trait obviously not inherited by. Yeah, I agree with that. Now, Lashanta says Talia is just too much. She's in love with Kyle, and he threatened her. Yeah, he threw her on the damn bus. Yes, exactly. That's why I don't have any sympathy for Talia. She just comes across as super annoying and stupid, to be honest. Like I literally have zero sympathy for her. Darby says I have to disagree with you about Sloan. Okay. Um, Ariana says if I was Curtis, I would have always wondered if Trina was really my daughter. If I was Taggart, I would sit there and wonder that question. He said everyone says Josh is like Carly, but I'm always found her to be more like Jax. Hmm. Alicia says I agree with you, Albert MB. MB. Joshua was in it. I mean, Joshua was in the chat. How you doing tonight, Joshua? Alicia, I agree with you. I read about MB. I think he's done too. I probably stop watching when that happens. I feel like he's done. He's just, it's when you've been doing something as long as when you've been doing something as long as he has. Andrea says, "Oh, I have no, just have to leave the show already." Thank you, Black Mind. Hit that like button. As I always sit there and say, beat that like button's ass. Really does help. Now, Nikki said Curtis and Taggart both should have asked for a DNA 2 decades ago. Well, I feel that at the very least, when Portia came back into town, should have asked for a DNA test. But Taggart should have asked for a long time ago. That's why I sit there and I look at it and I'm like, this is why on some level it's hard for me to feel bad for Taggart because I'm like, and again, I Trina was just getting on my nerves today because I'm like, after a while, it's like Trina is only the DNA test is only going to change you if you let it change you. Okay, it's only going to change you if you let it change you. And after the whining and the whining and the whining and the whining, I was just like, I don't care anymore. Okay, so we got 34 people in the chat. We got 13 likes. If you are enjoying if you are enjoying, if you are enjoying the live stream, hit the like button. It actually really does help me. Like, dead ass this really does help me. La- Latasha's in the chat. Joss would be the first one on my list. The nerves of her sometimes, yeah, she can be pretty damn annoying. She can be really annoying. Like, oh my goodness. Monique is in the chat. What's good, Monique? I'm so sorry that I didn't say hi to you when you first came in. Um, Thank you for joining. Darby says when the results were revealed to Trina, Curtis should have been the bigger man and told Taggart at least Trina. Yeah. I would have remembered that if I wasn't so annoyed with Trina throughout that scene. Ron says, "Albert, why is Deacon so obsessed with Sheila?" Yes, Ron, we talked about that yesterday. Called her Hot Sheila, remember? Elisa said Jax was always self-righteous, but he can cut criminal corners with the best of them. Spider Quick says, Albert, you're yes. Yes, the second hour, yes. Yes, I will. Thank you for asking that question, Spider Quick. Also, thank you for reminding me too. Nikki said the dialogue they wrote for Trina today is the same dialogue they write for her for months. It's just repetitive. I'm hoping it's over, but it's probably just getting started. That's great. It was just annoying. It was just like 5 to 7 minutes of her whining about something that didn't even happen yet. But it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything. It's like, oh my God. Like, seriously? Lashanta says Sally gonna see where Nick loyalties lie with Sharon. But again, I'm sitting there looking at it, it's like, why are y'all two like I don't really see. Now Freddie says now I miss the old Asme. Me too. Me too. Ariana says even calling Josh a heifer is being kind. But yes, no, I definitely do miss the old Esme. I can't with this new one. I can't. Autumn says, do you think if Josh turns that video over, do you think Michael will chew her out? Because right now Josh is only thinking about Dex. Like, girl, Dex can fight his win battles. He's a grown man. Well, you guys have to remember, Josh is an idiot. Josh is nothing but a goddamn idiot at this point. Gloria's in the chat. What's good, Gloria? And the case of Esme is the whining that I couldn't stand today. I couldn't stand both of the whining. It's just Trina's went off way too long. But both of them were just yeah, I can't with this new Esme. I'm like, y'all need to bring back the old chick. The old chick that just didn't give F's. Monique says Josh making me want to go inside the TV and give her an old fashioned Mississippi whooping. She is so ridiculous. She is not thinking what her plan can do to Donna and Avery. She doesn't care. She cares more about Dex than anything else. Um, but I'm waiting for Christina to sit there and cheer her out. Even if it's played by this chick that I'm not really feeling so far. Um, I'm waiting for what you call it to chew her ass out. That's what I'm waiting for today. Now, Lashanta said Alexa didn't have to holler at Esme like that. I mean, to some extent, I- she was she was she was upset, and she was reasonably upset. If Esme was actually concentrating on her job instead of saying "my baby, my baby, my baby" every 5 minutes, then you know. Um, Darby says, "How do you think Taylor is manipulating Deacon?" Oh, absolutely, absolutely, Darby, absolutely, without a doubt. Police said, "Why does Josh think is protecting her privilege? Why does Josh think is protecting what?" Now, De Havilland said, "I miss the old." Yeah, I do too. And Rihanna said, "Looking forward to the rise of Esme and the havoc she will wreak on everyone." At this point, me too. Jess is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. Hope you had a great day. Thank you for joining. And everyone in the chat so far right now, um, saying like they can't wait for Christina to whoop Jocelyn's ass. Jess says, "What are they doing with Esme? Either give her back her memories or she can honestly go." Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this whiny, simpet version. CW says Michael should remind her of who her dad is and what he did to save her life by buying Nell's kidney on the black market and went, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, her dad is actually no angel either. Dave is in the chat. What's good, Dave? Monique said, "Let Josh turn and Sunny and see how well Michael can protect the family because Miss Wu is waiting in the wind." Yeah, that's the part that's so stupid. This is the part that we can all agree that is so stupid. Um, so dumb, so dumb. And Freddie says Victor Will reading was so pretty and ridiculous, just like Helene. It was it was boring. It was lame. It was lame. I know some people actually liked it, but it was lame though. It was like who really cares at that point? Mm-mm. Damn. Now, Ariana says the loving in the afternoon with Dex must be something because baby girl is swollen up. Alicia said I did like the marble finger. Yeah, no, that was funny. That was funny. Um, but I just thought the whole will reading thing was just lame. Um, Lashanta said, Chrissy won't touch a picture of Josh. I'm mad at her, but she's my girl. I mean, unless she has some Dragon Ball Z Ultra Instinct or something like that, I'm pretty sure she's going to want to whoop her ass. Andrea, it was good. It was good. Just says I don't mind Josh wanting to take Sunny down, but her plan of Sunny going to jail and Dex just being free doesn't make much sense. None of it makes sense because she's coming across as an ungrateful piece of pig feces. Okay, just I couldn't even I didn't even feel like being nice at that point. Um, and she just comes across as super ungrateful. And she's in the hospital, sitting there arguing with Michael She's arguing with Michael when Willow's in the hospital, and she had the audacity to sit there and say to Sonny, "Oh, you're choosing Nina over your family." When you've been doing nothing but eyeballing him sideways since the moment that he got there. Like, nah, boo. Go kick rocks somewhere. And Annette says if I talk to any grown up like Josh, then my mama would slap my mouth. Well, yeah, because and Monique says something. Yeah, Monique says, "Why did Sally call Nick instead of Adam?" That was very unsettling to me. Yeah, I said the exact same thing, Monique. I said the exact same damn thing. I was like, "You disrespectful, disloyal." Ron says, Albert, if Sloan does this baby switch to make sure that EJ is the baby's daddy, then what's next for her? Once she finds out, she's gonna get kicked to the curb. That's what's next for her. Her ass is gonna get kicked to the curb. Freddie says, I love when General Hospital brings the pool set back. We get a chance to see it tomorrow. But it's Spencer and Trina. Long as they actually talk in a regular way instead of their Twilight dialogue, I'm totally cool with that. Now, in the case that Ron, did you know Phoenix said people harass actors in real life? I gotta take a drink for that one. Just that I mean, that's her mother, though. She doesn't want her mom to go to jail. I mean, that's cool, but she's still disloyal as F. I get that, but she's disloyal as F. Um, if they were still in a relationship, that wouldn't even have actually mattered. Ron says, Nikita, I see the video about fans who harass actors. And then Nikita says, "Oh, Ron, I wasn't." Hit that damn like button. I have no idea where we are on the likes, but hit that like button. It really does help. Um, okay. Anytime phone. I guess my phone's just gonna take its slow, sweet effing time. Okay, we got 18 likes, so I guess that's something. Um, that's the thing that's just so stupid. It's like, okay, so she doesn't want her mom to go to jail, right? And I can get behind that to some extent, but sending Sonny to jail isn't the answer because they're all going to be in danger. On top of that, um, there was a time where she used Sonny's name multiple times where she wanted to intimidate somebody, but now she's all like, "Oh, I want Sonny to go to jail. I want Sonny to go to jail." It's like, wait, what? When Sonny was there for you, you called him Uncle Sonny left and right? Nah, I ain't cool with that. Alicia says 20 likes. Oh yes, thank you. Yeah, hit that like button. It does actually help. Now, Jess says, why does people keep saying their friendship is one sided, please? I would kind of like to hear that. I kind of like to hear that answer either. I kind of like to hear that answer too. Monique said Trina and Josh's friendship is one sided to me. Josh wants Trina to tell her everything, but won't be honest with Trina why she and Cam are not together. Hmm. Yeah, Monique. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about it before. I didn't even know about that. Um, I didn't. Yeah, my dude was on it today, but I found out in one day, so that's cool. Um, I don't know if I actually do a video on it. I really did wish I actually had. Uh, guess I gotta get some more tomorrow. Just says why does she need to tell her now? Just says why Yeah, I read that too, Jess. Well, he did sit there and say it was an unpopular opinion. So, just as why does she need to tell her why they're not together? What difference would it have? What difference would that make? Lakeisha is nothing I haven't said before, but I haven't forgiven Josh and Cam for screwing while she was sick. Oh no, Spider Quick, we read it the first time, right? Um, eh, I thought she was fine, and love in the evening. Now I'm all about that. I mean, what are they going to sit there and do? Take her to the hospital? I don't even know if they actually could have even took her to the hospital. I think they had to sit there and order like Ubers or something like that. And some people are heavy drink. Some people are light drinkers. Hell, there used to be one point. Um, there used to be one point when I first started drinking, and one drink was kind of enough for me. So I can't really exactly blame Cam and Josh for being like, is there something wrong? Or she had one drink. She's probably a little kind of done. Ron says, I will explain to everyone in the chat about Michelle, who played Phyllis, went off on a fan because they were talking about. Oh, I did a video about that. Actually, no, I didn't do a video about that. But we talked about that though. I think we all know about that though. CW says at this point, Tyler has made a lot of good teams soap, but if Robbie Down Jr. can do it, that's very true. That that is very true. Nikisha, I pray that my daughter has better friends when she's in college. Alyssa's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Alyssa. Now, Nikisha, I doubt the actress that plays Trina or Josh once a month. I'm done. I'm done. Autumn says, I mean, Josh was cheating on Cam for months with Dex, but honestly, if I was Cam, I wouldn't still be friends with him. And that's very true, Autumn. That is very true. 150% that is very true. I don't know what the hell they were. Janet's in the chat. The amazing, gorgeous Janet is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Janet. Janet, I saw you was in James' live stream today. Yeah, listen, James was okay. James was good though. James was okay. It was decent. It was interesting enough. Um, Taylor was hilarious. That yeah, Logan blood. You have your daughter has Logan blood in her. Hey, what? Oh my god! I was told you. I'm not gonna lie, Janet. I actually want to go back and watch that just for that part. Just for the part where she says you have Logan. She has Logan blood in her. Janet says I was driving and listening while driving. Okay. Yeah, when I heard the name, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cat ladies in the chat. Alyssa says whoever is bad mouth and Trina needs to stop. Oh, here we go with this. Um, I mean, to be fair, I kind of was too, but not on that level though. I said like one or two things, but it was nowhere. I guess it was somewhat bad mouth in her. Depends on how you feel about it. Okay, so yeah, we got 23 people. I mean, 23 likes. So Latasha says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's right. Cat Lady is in the chat. Sly Quick says, honestly, Willow is like a 7 out of 8. She's pretty. I'll say that much. She's pretty. Um, yeah, I mean, the only thing I actually said was that Trina was being kind of annoying. Doing a whole lot of whining. And so was Esme, though. Alicia, who can badmouth Trina? Is she special? No, she's not. Every character is subject to criticism. That's what makes what we do, that's what makes watching these shows and talking about them so fun. Jenna says, I'm always driving to appointments, so I'm listening to YouTube. Okay, nice. Nice. Um Cat Lady says Tiger got me today. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. I just said that she was kind of annoying today. The constant whining when she was sitting there talking to Taggart about, how things is going to change and, um, things won't be the same depending on the DNA and stuff like that. And it was like, it's only going to change you. It's only going to change if you let it change you, you know? Well, I mean, listen, no one's sitting there saying that Josh wasn't annoying today. They were both annoying. Ron says Phoenix said that he posted a picture of the wrong trip and they putting Brooke and Reg back together. Yeah, that was probably um that seems about right. Ariana says pouring my drink. uh I know. I know, Ariana. I know. Big Nate's in the chat. Who's good, Nate? Latasha said that was pretty funny when Alexis told her to clock out. Yeah, it got to a point where it's just like she just kept whining a lot. It's like, yeah, and then like after a while, I was just like, all right, we get it, Trina. And then what she said to Curtis was just not necessary. You know, it was so not necessary. Darby says Albert Janet was here yesterday, and you forgot to say hello. The amazing Janet was here yesterday, and you forgot to say hello to the amazing Janet yesterday. You owe her an extra one. It's like you're calling her. It's like you're calling card for her. Okay. Oh no, that's why I said the amazing, gorgeous Janice in the chat. I'm always grateful when Janice shows up. Janice says who will be it won't be Tyler Christopher, I'll tell you that much. Unfortunately, it won't be him. But I hope he gets his stuff together though. But that didn't mean Trina was annoying. Okay, well she was annoying to me. Okay, I can't speak for anyone else, but to me she was annoying. Um just say yeah, that comment to Curtis was pretty mean. It was unnecessary. It was like Curtis never at one point tried to step. Why did he deserve it for? What did he actually do to deserve it? I'm very curious about that. He deserved it. What did he deserve it for? Oh yeah. Jen, I'm actually cool with him being Nicholas. There's not that many people that actually come to the show that automatically, as far as like a recast or a temporary recast is actually good. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. I was like, yeah, I was cool with them. Yes, that's right, Monique. Even James said, yeah, because I learned that from James because I wasn't even too sure, and somebody was like, somebody, yeah, James told me that. Yeah, Alicia, I was cool with Marcus. I know there was some people that didn't like him. I was cool with him, you know. You know, I don't know if I actually said this in my review today, but I didn't even feel like Nina was actually necessary in this episode because she didn't really do too much today. I mean, she talked to Sunny, and then she hugged Nina. Well, she hugged Anna, and then that was about it. Hmm. I don't know. I don't see it. Hmm. Laura B says I enjoyed that bit of. Yeah, I did too, Laura B. Especially when you saw Nick push the dude out the hell. I mean, out the plane. I was like, yo, I laughed my ass off. Like I really did. Um, Darby says I saw a video on YouTube about Sonny punch outs over the years. Ned has been more on the receiving end and those beat downs than. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Monique says, why is Olivia letting Nina manipulate her, getting in her head about Ned? Yeah, I didn't really understand that. Like, I didn't, I didn't get that. I don't understand. Like, what is I even supposed to do? That's the part that I don't understand. CW said, yeah, yeah, no, it was. And that's the thing, CW. When I was watching those scripts, I was like, damn, this show used to be amazing. Like, what happened? I mean, I know budgets, to some extent, but yeah, no, listen, I don't understand what the point of that was. Like, what was the point? Like, people started to saying that Nina was manipulating Olivia, but for what though? Like, how does that work? How does that work to serve her purpose? That's the part that's so like. Freddie says that scene with Olivia and Nina was completely awkward. Spikewick says if Trina can't deal with Spencer's attitude, dump him. I mean, she seemed like she's just dealing with it at this point. So Natasha said Nina planted seeds of doubt. Not like she actually needed much stuff, but yeah. And Darby says Olivia is just another Talia on days. She's weak minded. No, 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 Darby. Talia is a whole completely different level of stupid. Olivia is just disloyal at this point. Olivia is just disloyal at this point. Joshua says Summer is going to be in for a shock when Kyle finds out what been going on with her and Phyllis. Yeah, I didn't. I think I actually let this go too long. Study says, okay, okay. Are you? No, no, no. She let Nina work her. Olivia slow. I just don't understand. Well, yeah, somebody said the plant seeds of doubt and Olivia's head. But the sad part is that we still have to go right back to Nina and her acidine plan that literally is going to end up backfiring on her. 'Cause let's not forget about that. Hannah says, "I wonder why people find out. I wonder why people find out what Nina did if she gets attacked and is in a coma or dies, and who done it." Annette says, "Is Spencer in love with Josh?" The way he kept Cynthia having that little pissing contest with Dex about how much he knows more than her. I mean, how much he knows more about Josh than Dex. Oh, I know her favorite food. I know her favorite movies. I knew when she sprung her ankle or something like that. It was like, bro, that was like completely unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary. Like, why? Like, what was even the point of that? Alicia says Olivia's not weak. She's a lot of things, but not weak. Monique says Lily was right about Phyllis when she told Daniel she was a coward and unfair for putting her. I do agree. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And that says it took so long to hear who's your daddy. I didn't. That's yeah. I didn't care either. I literally did not care. I was just like, okay. Crystal Hopkins says Trina was making a point. She wasn't whiny, but you've been whining about being whiny. No, no. That's. I don't know where that came from, but what point was she Snitsky trying to make? I get. Here's the thing. The sad thing is that I get what she was trying to say, but after a while, I just didn't care. So also, Crystal, it seems like you really don't like me, and yet for some odd reason, you're in the live stream. You want to tell me what that's about? Jess says I feel bad for Tiger, but I didn't care much for the story. Yeah, I didn't, like part of me was like, I felt bad for him to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, let's not sit there and try to act like you didn't see that storyline coming. Like you didn't, see, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't actually have a possibility that that could wind up happening. Spy Quick says, why did Tiger care so bad? It's not like he's ever around. I mean, it's the point of it though. I mean, he's not around on the show, but like it's the point of it though. Alyssa, if you saw her other opinions, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna really get into them, but it's very clear that she doesn't like me. And it's not about that opinion. It's about all the other opinions that she was sitting there making. Annette says, good story to everyone. Enjoy hearing your views. I'm doing a Phyllis. Well, okay, well then have a good night. Thank you for joining. Cat Lady says it's about to be a full moon. Yeah, it's about to be something. Anita is in the chat. Alyssa says, what other opinions? You know what? Honestly, tell you, the truth, I don't really forget. I don't really feel like getting into them. I don't, because if I do, I'm gonna start to get upset. So let's just sit there and say there was other opinions that was made that came across as very mean spirited. So, hmm, we disagreed. Didn't say it like that. Alyssa says, I want to know because you seem to have a problem with someone who disagrees with you. When did I actually have a problem with anyone that disagreed with me? Oh, wait. Cat Lady says, no, please don't start. Andrea says, yes, I agree. Anetta says, today's GH stressed me out. The way they did Real Andrews, a whole legacy character with no blood relatives. I wish I actually had more drinks. Elise said, this is again a lot heavy. We don't need this. And Alyssa says, oh boy, I just need some clarifications. Hmm. I get what you're saying, but how do I sit there and put this in a way where it doesn't come across as defensive or whatever? It was I can't sit there and say tone, but it was just the comments, the way that the comments was. It felt like it came across as very. Police said, "Look it up." Yeah, like I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and get into every single thing that she said. I'm just not. But she said it was we disagreed, and I looked at it like it was somewhat mean spirited. Now I could be wrong, but that's not how it came across as. And again, Calais says Albert Chaz is always fair to everyone in my opinion. Thank you. I never go at somebody who has a different opinion than me. We'll sit there and talk about it. We'll go back and forth. But I never sit there and dismiss anyone's opinion or be like chastise them for it. Because in all reality, it's a soap opera. These are fictional characters. I'm not gonna sit there and go into a heated debate about fictional characters. Spy Quick says it's always other people that get upset. Yeah, I don't get upset about this because for me it's just not that serious. I don't get upset about it because it's just not that serious. Alyssa says, I understand, but why do you make seem like Crystal doesn't like you? Because that was my impression of her. based off the comments um, that she made in previous other comments. I mean, in other videos. Yes, Alyssa, over an opinion. Why is this taking so long? Alicia says, I don't give one damn about any of these characters except it's fun. I have more serious things to attend to. Yeah. Monique says if Josh gets in trouble, she better not call Diane or ask Sonny for help or anything. If she does, I hope Sonny says you hate me, but you need. Yeah, that's exactly what Brock TV said at some point. And Rihanna says, Albert, you have to disagree with me on many things. You have disagreed with me on many things, and sometimes you lower the sword on a favorite of mine, but never disrespect me ever. Yeah, I try. Yeah, I really don't. Or at least I try not to. And when I do, I go out of my way to sit there and apologize. But like I said, Anetta says, I guess I'll join y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. And Anetta, thank you for joining. Like I said, that was my interpretation. That was my impression of of her. Krista says, okay, if that's how you see it, sorry, but what can I say? Nothing really. I mean, listen, Crystal, if you just have a different opinion of me, if you just have a difference of opinion with me, that's fine. But that's the way that I took it. Now I'm human, and I can be wrong a lot of times. And when I am, I do sit and apologize, and I do my best to sit there and own up to it. Seriously, this thing is going so slow. That's why quick saying with me, Albert can disagree about Carly and Nina, and he has been nothing but nice and explains his opinions. Thank you. Wanda says, what happened, Albert? Someone fill me in. It's not Alyssa again, is it? No. No, Alyssa's fine. We disagree about a fictional character, it's fine. I mean, yeah, Alyssa, well, I don't know about all that. I wouldn't go that far, but I would sit there and say that the opinion she said just came across like Jane, like, what hell? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I don't know all that. Now, Latasha says, Diana's the family lawyer. Yeah, but well, I guess, technically she would actually do that. Nikisha, for what it's worth, Albert and I have bumped heads in the chats before, and he went out of his way to email me to make sure we're good. Never had a YouTuber do that before. Thank you, Nikisha. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. And Alyssa, like I said, well, and I'll sit there and say it again. We can disagree on characters like Nina and Spencer and whatever. Um, at the end, again, at the end of the day, Alyssa, I'm always gonna sit there and have you back. I'm always gonna care about you, and you know, just know that it's just not really that serious. So, that's just how I look at it. Ariana says, I mean, you're not. No, I know exactly what you meant. I know exactly what you meant. Autumn says she don't need to be in the chat because you are respectful to everyone. It's nice. We can all agree to disagree. It's not that deep. People move on. Yeah, just it really is actually escalating, and I don't understand why. It's like it's not really like Elise said we disagree on Spencer. I like Cam Albert doesn't want to fight. Alyssa says, "How am I being disrespectful?" Oh God. All right. Monique says, "Let's move on from this and get back to our original programming." I would like that. I would like that. Screw it. Move away. Have a good night, Freddie. Thank you for joining. Since it is 9 o'clock, I figure I'd try something out. What am I doing? I figure I'd try something out. All right. Well, have a good night, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. I mean, I didn't sit. Well, I mean, I get that, Alyssa. I didn't sit there and say you were being disrespectful. Um, I was sitting there saying like, "Yo, listen. At the end of the day, we could sit there and disagree with these about these characters, but you know where I stand when it comes towards you." Autumn says, "Isn't Nicholas in a coma?" You know what? Screw it. We are actually going to sit there and do this tonight. But I can't sit there and, have a good night, Alyssa. Autumn says, "Is Nicholas in a coma somewhere? What would his revenge be on Ava and have?" Well, I have no idea. I mean, he's obviously going to get revenge, but what revenge he's going to get, that's what I don't know. Alyssa says, "I know it's not you, Albert." All right, we're good. We're good, Alyssa. We're good. No, I always got your back. Well, that was fun. Double C's in the chat. You respect all the time. I never had a problem with you. Thank you, Double C. Oh, maybe we need to sit there and kind of reevaluate that other thing with Crystal Hawkins, though. Because maybe she saw it as, you know, just an opinion, and I looked at it like, what the hell? And this is taking forever. Quite quick says, "How much wine you got, Ivory? Because it's probably going to be more arguments." No, I think that's pretty much the end of the arguments. I think that's the end of the arguments for tonight. At least that's what I hope for. But if not, then whatevs. Um, Autumn says this chat is getting spicy. Tonight's the mode. You know what? You know what tonight would have been? Tonight would have been a really good idea to actually have a second damn bottle. But let me sit there and pull out this surprise though. So I did this a while back, right? I did this a while back. But we're gonna try this again tonight. Make sure I should get the number right. Spike Quick says, "All we can do is pray for no more arguments." I don't know about that. I mean, we can try, but Then, if this is successful, it's all good, Crystal Hopkins. You know, maybe it was me. Maybe I was just gonna get caught up in my feelings. So I took a little personal, and you know, my bad if I took it personal. My bad if I actually came at you sideways like that. And I always sit there and try to come at people with a certain level of respect, and maybe you just gave a take that I didn't like, but it wasn't meant as disrespect. So it's all good, Crystal. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. And I do hope you actually stuck around in the chat. Blackmon says I can send you the second bot. Yeah, listen. If I knew the night was actually going to turn out like that, um, I would have sat there and got a second bottle earlier. But CW says I'm not a drinking. It got a little crazy. It got a little crazy. But no, I really do appreciate that, Crystal. Thank you. That means a lot. Monique said, "Hey, Crystal and George, how about you guys doing?" Nikki said, "That's big of you to apologize for misunderstanding, Crystal." Yeah, no, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Ron says, "I came back from an important meeting, and what did I miss? Something about the chat." Well, you turned into the right time. But again, thank you, Crystal. I really do appreciate that. So I did this a while back where I had people call in, and I feel like now's the time to do it. So it's going to be like 2 minutes. Sit there and you call in, you sit there and tell me what your thoughts are about these different soaps. Um, let's try to keep some stuff family friendly. So if you do want to sit there and call in, um, and this thing is taking forever. Call in, that's the number. And oh, I'm actually almost out of wine again. Forget. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, because well, I talked about that my late. Yeah, Jess, I feel like it's a good idea. It'll be something interesting. Like Quick says, hopefully no cursing you out. I guess we're gonna sit there and find that out. That's why I'm calling this a beta test. If it works, um, sit there and start doing some more of these. Well, I mean, I would actually have a structure, a schedule of some sort. So, man, was that crazy earlier? Jesus Christ. Well, like James always sits there and says, you never know what's gonna happen live. Monique says, I have a feeling Sally is going to lose her baby. In question is who will she turn to, Adam, Nick, or Chloe, or no one? She'll probably turn to Nick. Which again, Monique, I think you either said it was either you said this or somebody else said this. Um, Andrea, yes, it's surprise time. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of her calling Nick first. But also that scene with Sharon and Cameron, and I was it was an intense scene. I'll tell you that much. Spike Quick says, "Are you going to do another surprise also?" I have another surprise in store, Spider Quick. Yes, I do. Hopefully, if I get that program running, I have time to do it tomorrow. I'll get started on that as well. Damn, I don't even know if we even asked. I don't even know if we even really answered the question of the night. I got so wrapped up in everything else, it was almost like, oh wait, that was cool though. Content cyber is the fake Cherie does call in the chat. What would you do? Block that person's number, hopefully. I feel like that's probably the only thing I could probably wind up doing is just blocking that person's number. Like Craig says, ain't no one call you yet. Nope. I mean, it's optional. If people want to sit there and call in, they can. It's, you know, Wendy says, have been watching days for a while. Who is Wendy? Um, Shin's sister. So Lee Shin's sister. Wow, you said for a while. Jesus, that's it's been a while. Yeah, it's Lee's sister. It would be kind of out of context for me to sit there and like tell you without actually you watching some of it. So or at least watch like some of the clips or whatever, so you can have somewhat kind of an idea. Because I may sit there and bring up some days topic every now and then, and some B&B topic every now and then. Um, Lashanta says, Albert, did you hear Nate put Audrey on Nick? Yeah, yeah, I did. And he was like, that's when you come in. And she had that look. I'm not gonna lie, Lashanta. She had that look of, oh, you need me because I'm a woman. You know. CW says the whole Cameron storyline was used to explain Sharon's temporary exit from the show due to contract. Oh, interesting. Hmm. I gotta sit there and say it was. Also, I'm not gonna lie. When she had her hair in the ponytail, she kind of looked to me like Brie Larson. I don't know why, but she kind of looked like Brie Larson back in the day. When they showed that whole clip thing. Monique says, "Why is Victor so accepting of Nate being with Victor after what he did to his own family, but has a problem with Sally being with Nick?" That's a well, Monique. Maybe, maybe, um, maybe he's on to him. Maybe he's not there just like giving them a false sense of security. Because you are 100% right, Monique. Even Nate was like, I mean, even Nick was like, if he can do that to his family, what makes you think he can't do that to us? So maybe he's just, giving them a false sense of security. Otherwise, that won't make any sense. Now, Spike Whip says Bree Larson, for me, is a 7. Mm, yeah, yeah, I would have to agree. I have to agree, Spike Wake. I would. Um, maybe a 7.5. I guess if I was being generous, Spike Wake, I would sit there and say maybe like a 7.5. Maybe. Um, but I do love me some bravery. So I do love me some bravery. Mm, 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 mm. Um, but yeah, just going back to your original question or whatever. If I had to, if I had to choose, I would choose Tripp because Johnny don't really have a job. Johnny is a trust fund baby. Okay, Johnny has a lot of good qualities. He's funny. He's obviously good looking and stuff like that. But um, he has ideas. Like he wants to be a filmmaker and stuff like that. But like none of his stuff really panned out. Meanwhile, Tripp is an actual doctor. He literally went to school for that. I mean, he went to like the quickest medical school possible, but he still did go to medical school to achieve that. And that's not something. he shows that he can put in the work. So with that being said, I would go with Tripp. But if I'm being honest, I do like Johnny better as a character. So that's just my 2 cents. Hey Andrea, hey back. But Monique says, what would be a good storyline if Sonny knew all along that Dax and Michael were working together to take down and the tables get turned? That'd be crazy. Cheyenne says, be careful to give. Oh, it's Cheyenne, it will be considered a spoof number. That's not my actual number. That's not my actual number. I would not sit there and just give my actual number out on the air. But thank you for looking out, though, Cheyenne. Thank you for looking out. You missed some interesting stuff that happened earlier today, but it was good and it was long overdue. So I'm happy about that. Like I said, I mean, well, like James always then says, you never know what's going to end up happening during the live. Spike Quick says that's the call, and that's the call. And yes, to talk about the soaps. Yes, to talk about the soaps. All right. Sure. Oh crap! Hold on. Why is it not letting me? Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, so what's going on? Talk to me. Oh, thought I would be the first one to give you a call. I normally don't sign into the chat. I just listen on YouTube when I'm doing other things. So I appreciate you pulling everyone together. Uh, and I just want to say that I watch all four soaps. And my favorite and the one I've been watching the longest that I've been involved in is The Young and the Restless. Back in the day, I watched General Hospital when I was in college, and then just went forward with Beat Me Up on Back the Days and Bold and the Beautiful. So just saying that I enjoy watching soaps. It's medium that's beginning to die out a little bit, but I still enjoy it. So I appreciate you taking the time to get everybody involved. Thank you so much. I appreciate your call. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, so we had our first caller. I should have probably asked who that was, but I also felt like maybe this person didn't want to sit there and say who they were. Like I said, this is still beta testing. Maybe on the next one, I would definitely sit there and say, who is this? But thank you for the call, though. Thank you for the call. It took me a second because I still had my headphones like plugged in or whatever. Yeah, Blackmon, it's we're gonna do it. Just how you not gonna ask? I like I said, Jess, this is beta time. This is beta testing. Next time I definitely will. Also, it kind of took me by surprise because I did answer the phone and then I realized my headphones were still attached to it. Um, he said, "How was your first time?" It was interesting. It was interesting. Did anyone actually hear it though? See, that's something else now. He said, "It's okay. Nobody first time goes the way you." I love it. I love it. I love it. But All seriousness, was the audio actually good though? Because that's something I want to sit there and know though. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. Well, Jess got to sit there and give me a bit of roasting. Um, but thank you everyone for telling me that the audio was good. So that's something. Black Mud says it was Albert. Okay, good. I'm glad everyone heard it. Hopefully we can get a second call. Yeah, it'd be nice. I should probably actually put the number back up. Yeah, start answering questions. Andrea said I had a good Memorial Day. Okay, good. You know, it's really crazy. At some point, I'm gonna actually have to put back on the AC, and I kind of don't want to. Yep. Now Monique says I would call in, but I have too much look at me and weed. All right, well, Monique, it'll definitely be another chance to sit there and call in for next time now. So, well, I mean, spider quake in some places is legal. You know, in some places, I think I think the places that aren't really legal is just New York for the most part. Now, Double C says tonight I just realized there's no flash tonight. Yeah, kind of crazy, right, Double C? And thank you for reminding me because I felt like I want to do a video on something along those lines. Hippie's in the chat. What's good, Hippie? Lisa is in the chat. How you doing, Lisa? I'm sorry I didn't actually. I'm sorry if I didn't get you when you first came in. Oh, Spike Crick says, "Yeah, I know it's legal. There are so many people who smoke weed in New York." Yeah. I mean, my whole thing is like, listen, as long as you're doing something that's not going to really, hurt you or anyone else, I'll sit there and say, do what you want to do. We'll also do gummies. Yeah, some people do edibles also. Autumn said, "Hey Albert, I just called in." Okay, so it was Autumn that called. I am so sorry that I didn't actually ask you your name at first though. But I know that moving forward, since Jess had to sit there and slay me. What? No, she said she tried calling in. Oh, okay. No, she said she tried calling in. Oh, Autumn, you tried calling in. Okay. That's so weird because I just got somebody to call in, so I don't understand what the hell is going on. That's so weird. Um, that's kind of annoying. Andrea says, "Well, it will be the evening also." Okay, I might have missed something. Now, Hippie says, "I would rather have an edible on special occasions." Andrea says, I want Wendy with Tripp Albert." Okay. Hey, yeah, Tripp got a job. He got a career going on. Johnny, I like Johnny, but Johnny is you know, I don't know. Maybe if I take off some of this other stuff, I do have a lot of stuff opened up, so kind of weird though. But yeah, I mean, it's funny, Andrea, just as I didn't even get a message when I called. Autumn says, and it says, please repeat your name after the message. So weird. I don't understand that. All right. Well, that might be somewhat of a bust then, unfortunately. Um, Sorry everyone. I thought the number would sit there and work for some odd reason. I don't know what the hell that's about. I would sit there and give out my real number, but for so many reasons, it's just not a good idea. So that sucks. I don't know. You put the wrong number. No, 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 no. Check to make sure it's the right number. What? Hell to the no. Sorry, I'm just looking at something else. Just as a matter of fact, you put 848 before is. Ooh, it did work once. It's just a hiccup. Okay. Thank you, Nikisha. Thank you. Just invite panels of people on the stream. I don't know about that. um now just you put in 848, but it's 849 now. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Hippie says I have my license from okay. Andrea says I'm confused. Why was Anna arrested at the end of I was confused by that too. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of confused me. Even when I was sitting there doing my review, I was like, I didn't understand that. Okay. Seriously? Hey, who is this? And thank you for how you doing? Yeah, I can hear you. And who is this that's calling? Autumn. Autumn, okay. All right. All right, so let's get Autumn. Thank you for calling. I love this live chat. I tune in every single day when you are on. And my favorite soap is General Hospital because Bold and the Beautiful is a little repetitive, so I stopped watching. I just stopped watching that. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I just called to show you some love. Well, thank you. I love watching you. Well, thank you. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for showing some love. It's still kind of new, so thank you. You're welcome. Right out. Yeah, she did. She did, Josh. She did. And Anna Pop is in the chat. Is a new subscriber. Thank you for joining, Anna Pop. It's kind of weird. I actually turned off my headset too. And it literally went right to my headset though. But yes, let's everyone welcome Anna Pop to the group. New subscriber, I appreciate you. Um I'm glad it actually worked out. I don't know what the hell was actually happening before, but Eagle Fang, what's good, Eagle Fang? It's all good. How you doing tonight, Eagle Fang? Kind of missed out on some drama earlier. But that actually might have been for the best. That might have actually been out for the best. How you doing tonight? That's right. Eagle Fang is in the chat. I'm still wondering. Yeah, that's the question I had also. I had that as well. Um, Eagle Fang said today's episode did not do anything for me, but can anyone fill me in? What was going on with Anna? Yeah, I was very confused by that as well. Very, very confused. Well, time to drink the last little bit of wine. And move the needle up just a little bit, but still not enough. Still not enough. Yeah, Lobby, that's the answer. That's pretty much the short answer because I didn't understand that either. But I also tell you the truth, I'm glad that I didn't understand that because I didn't understand what Nina was doing with your voice says poor tagger, yeah. What's good, your voice? Monique says I just read the recaps and decide whether or not I want to I want to watch it. Autumn says Anna was arrested because Victor set her up with she obviously a double agent back in the day and Victor has dirt on her. Hmm. Yeah, I mean I knew that Victor set her up with something, but I wasn't too sure what it was. Plus that guy that came in and arrested Anna, I'm not gonna lie, there's something about him that just like genuinely irritates me. Even though he wanted to sit there and give Curtis a job, which I thought was cool. Because as much as I don't like Curtis at times, um, during that whole Renee is in the chat. What's good, Renee? Renee Thompson. Um, Now just as Anna's leaving town again, she just sucks as a Anna's leaving town. You mean Laura? Oh yeah, I was about to say yeah. Seriously, she's leaving again. Um, Nikisha says Fiona probably just ready for her annual time off. Okay. Roy says, will Trina and Spencer move in together now that Victor gave Spencer Nicholas' summer house? Yeah, but I mean, his summer house is in Russia. um, Spike Quay says, any more call-ins? Yeah, any more call-ins? Trust me, I'll get used to this call-in thing. Um, oh, like somebody called in, and I think somebody did actually call in, and I might have missed it, so that sucks. Um, and Nikki said Jeannie Francis probably needs a break too. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her. I don't even blame Fiona. I think that's her name. That's how you pronounce it. So she says, "Have you have her call back? It was busy." Hmm. Yeah, but see, the problem is hmm, I don't know. I'm gonna see if she calls back. Well, if this person or anyone calls back. Andrea says Ottawa was really Audio was really good, Albert. Thank you. Nikki said they all need a break nowadays anyway because of the writers. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, Nikisha. It's not even so much like they're gonna need a break. They're just all going to have a break. Yeah. They are currently voting. This is insane. Now, LaShanta says Spencer was rude to the lawyer. He don't have manners. Yeah, I did sit there and look at Spencer. I was like, bro, it's not really that serious. He said Laura, and she was like, it's Mayor Collins. I was like, bro, you need to like take that down to here. Monique says, where is Monica in this Drew, Ned, Carly, Olivia storyline? Yeah. I don't know the actress that plays oh, Nikki. Oh, they're on a break. Okay, my bad. Yeah, this whole thing is just way out of hand. I just don't understand what the studios actually are thinking by not actually giving them what they want. That's the thing, because they're not really asking for much, and it's like, did they not realize that they're not making any money by stalling on this whole um strike thing? It's like, what they think that they're trying to get the best um out of this deal, which is like ridiculous. They said I'm back. Sorry for the hiatus. No, it's all good. Dave. It's all good, Dave. Nikki said the studios don't care because the strike is saving them money in the short term. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And unfortunate because it's like everyone has to sit there and suffer, which is just so. Cheyenne says, I have no idea what that is, but I'll take your word for that, Cheyenne. Oh, I don't even know how to read that. They said, "What is the number? What is with the num? What is the phone call number, Robert?" Oh, call-ins. So I thought it'd be an interesting idea to sit there and do call-ins. The idea is that we'll sit there and chop it up about whatever that goes on throughout the day, and then the second hour, if people want to sit there and call in, they can sit there and call in. We can sit there and talk about the soaps or whatever. Um, you know. Latasha says, I heard the Housewife of Atlantis ratings. Um, all right. Got another call in. Awesome. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? All right, all right. What's your name and how you doing tonight? ¿Cómo estás? So what's up? What's up? Can you hear me or think you can hear me? Hi, all right. So what's good? What's good? What's up? What's your comment or question? This is who? Jess? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. All right. My bad. I'm sorry. So yeah, what's good? Sorry about that. What's good? Talk to me. You had me calling the Dominican Republic with that number. Oh wow. Okay, that's kind of weird. My bad. My bad, Jess. My bad. Nice voice, by the way, though. Like your voice.
know, I felt so cringy. I'm gonna keep this short. I love all people in the chat. You guys are so much fun. And that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Jess. I appreciate it. And thank you for being a subscriber.
All right.
All right. Damn, Jess has a nice voice. Jesus. Like Quick says, Jess is kind of loud. Now, well, I don't know. Maybe it was just kind of, like I said, it's beta testing. But that was cool though. Lovely voice. But so yeah, I think the call-ins are going okay. I like it so far. I don't even really know what to say. This has definitely been an interesting night, though. I'll sit there and say that much. But yeah, it's so stupid what they're doing with this whole strike thing. And like Nikisha said, they're saving money in the short term. Like Quick says it's okay until a troll calls and curses you out. Yeah, that's you are very correct, Spider Quake. Trust me, I thought about that. I thought about that for a hot minute, but I was like, you know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Nikki said, "Wow, Jess got you speechless." Yeah, that's it. Spikequick says, "I'm gonna be laughing." Well, you know what, Spiderquake, I will give you this much. At least you're honest about it. You weren't even sitting there trying to be shy or apologetic by it. You're just like, nope. When that happens, I'm gonna be laughing. Um, Lashonda says, "Why did Eric go to EJ's house to confront Nicole about her being pregnant and doing this whole swap thing? This whole swap thing." Just said I was low on my bed. I didn't have it on speaker. Actually, don't. Jess, you're fine. It took me a second to sit there and hear it because, well, I don't really know why, but it took me a second. Spikework says it wasn't super low, and one it was kind of no, it was good. It was good. Like I said, I was speechless. So I'll say that much. I'll say that much. I really wish I had more alcohol. But yeah, no, I think it's really stupid what they're doing, and in this weird way, I feel like um they're maybe they're just assuming that the AI is just going to be writing their stories at this point. Derby says yes. Why did Eric go to EG's house? That was stupid. The walls in that house. Well, I mean, he went there to confront Nicole. That's why he went there for. And I don't think he was really thinking because he was just so, I don't know, pissed off, angry, or whatever. At least he says Summer should be ashamed of herself. Yes, but what? I mean, she should be ashamed of herself every day, but what is it in particular she should be ashamed of? Spikework says I would forget if that happened a bit, but would it be good content if it happens? Okay. Spikework, I rock with you. I do. Yeah, and Andrea, I love it. I love it. Hippie says Eric wants to be there for the test results, so Nicole can't lie anymore. Yeah, that's very true. I'm not gonna lie. When I started watching Days of Our Lives, and I felt that the dude from that played Lucky was on Days of Our Lives, I was very wary at one point. Because I got so used to him playing Nicholas. I mean, playing Lucky, but now I've watched him so long, I can't see him actually going back on on GH to play Lucky. I can't do it. So Lashanta says Eric can do that in private. Yeah, maybe it was more of maybe it was more emotions than anything else though. Oh, Lisa for lying to Kyle. Yeah, for lying to her damn husband. For lying to her damn husband. Yes. Um, because I'm like, yo, listen, you're literally sitting there hugging him and everything like that, and you're watching him being all this pain and agony that his mother can go to jail for something that she didn't do. And I get that she wants to protect her own mother, which in a lot of ways I hate Cynthia saying this, but I actually kind of feel bad for her though. I do. I do feel bad for her. Because she's in a really terrible position. And as much as I don't like Summer, I can kind of get it to some extent. Lashanta says, so Sloan really swabbed this man's mouth while he was asleep. Yeah. And and it's weird, Lashanta, because like he said that Eric, she says that Eric is a heavy sleeper, and I am too. Like I can sleep through anything at this point. Um Hippie says he probably thinks EJ has a right to know. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, Hippie, you actually watch because I know you was watching GH and stuff like that, so you actually watch Days of Our Lives now. CW says some people find it hard to believe that Jensen Ackles, aka Dean from Supernatural. Yeah, here's the thing. First of all, CW, Jensen Ackles, in my eyes, can do no wrong. Like no matter what he does, he could just do no wrong. Um, yeah, it is a little kind of weird. They did make fun. They did actually make fun of that in the Supernatural episode, though. Anna Anna Pop says in order for Carly to save herself, she has to marry Drew so she can't testify against him. She may have to throw Sonny under the bus. After all, it was his fiance that set everything in motion. Very true. Spikewick says no more call-ins. I guess not. But there's always time for it. Maybe because if this is successful, I want to sit there and try to do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If any. Cheyenne says some days I don't sleep, but other days I do. Oof, that sounds like a nightmare. Okay, so Hippie says you watch Days and GH. Okay. Lashanta says, how did Colin escape? He has crazy kung fu. You know what? To be fair, Lashanta, I thought that was really stupid to sit there and send in one guy to somehow take custody of Colin. Like that wasn't going to wind up happening. I thought that was so stupid. Because Rafe was like, what happened? How did that happen? I'm like, what do you mean? How did that happen? You sent and the thing is, it's not like the police officer that they got was like so built and everything like that. I'm like, what do you mean how that happened? But again, Talia straight up pissed me off. Talia pissed me off. Andrea says the officer and him got into a fight. You're walking over. Yeah. Um, and he just lost. Rashanta said he could barely move. Like I said, maybe he knows some crazy kung fu skills. Maybe he did. Um, it's nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. But you're right. LaShanta, you are 100% right. Like I said, just had to turn my AC on 81 degrees in here. Yeah, it's getting kind of hot. It's getting kind of hot, but I'm also just like I don't want to put on my AC though. I don't want to put my AC in the window. I really don't. I really don't. One, because I don't want a bee getting in here. I don't like bees. I don't want a bee getting in here, and then I got to be paranoid all day until I kill it. Um, yeah, that's actually pretty much about it. That's literally it. Lisa said this is so that's how he can exactly. Just says the weather in New York has been great. It has. I don't want to why I actually got so damn hot in here for. Maybe I didn't actually open up the window. And you are right, Jess. It actually hasn't been like melting, sweltering hot, where it's like I had no other choice but to put on the AC. Andrea says, can't can't even watch. Yep, no, that's not gonna happen. CW says so. There's another evil character named Colin on days. Right, there was another Colin. Spikequick says, I keep it real. I'm scared of bees. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't want to get stung. More importantly, I don't want one getting in. And then, you know what it is, Spikequick? It's the paranormal. It's being paranoid. I don't like that. You know, it's really, it was really funny. So one time I was just talking to DC, right? This was after we did our collab. A giant bee somehow got in here, and I literally moved from in here to the in the living room, and I didn't sleep till like 2 hours until I killed this thing. So I don't mess with bees. I don't mess with bees. LaShanta says, I bet Colin still go out. Yeah, of course. What's going on with Big Paulina? Hippie says, oh, if Carly wants to save Sunny, her baby daddy, she can marry Sunny. I thought about that too. I thought about that also. Spike Quick says that's what happened to me. Yeah, no, I listen. I'm not sleeping until I kill it. Okay? If I gotta be up to like 4 o'clock in the morning and I gotta be at work at 8 o'clock, I'm not going to sleep until I kill it. Okay? That's just not gonna happen. Other that, or let's put it this way: I will go to the extent of Ubering a ride to my aunt's house to go to sleep over there. That's what I would do. Darby says I feel kind of cringy when Rafe walked into Colin's room and tried to intimidate. Reading this and this is taking so long. That's that's like his Rafe tried to bully a suspect. CW says there was another Colin. He was a doctor and was involved with Jennifer. At first he was a good guy and he turned bad. I think his name was Colin Murphy. Hmm. Spikequick says like 2 or 3 weeks ago, bees came into my room and I ran into the living room for like 30 or 40 minutes. Yeah. Spikequick says well 30 likes on a dot. Yeah, I appreciate it. I do. Oh, Kyrie's is in the chat. What's good, Kyrie's? Kyrie's, you missed all the fun. Kyrie says, I'm absolutely devastated right now. My dream has crushed the dream of Tyler. Oh, yes. Kyrie's. Oh, Kyrie's. Cheyenne says, wonder what size shoes Otter wears. A 9.5. That's what size shoes I wear. A 9.5. Oh, Becky G's now 32. Okay, Becky D is in the chat. Becky D. I don't love the idea of Carly marrying Sonny to keep from testifying, but I can see it happening. Oh, Kyrie and Becky D. How are you doing tonight? You missed all the fun. I was in the hot seat. But it worked out. And I'm very happy for I'm really happy for the people that did support me. Like, seriously, I really am. Spikewick says maybe Kyrie's will call in. Yeah, maybe. Cheyenne says I wear anywhere between the size 11 and a half, size 13. Damn, you got some big ass feet, Cheyenne. Becky D says happy to be here. Well, I'm happy to have you here. It's actually kind of good that you came here now because, oh, Kyrie's. Oh, me, oh, my, was there drama in this chat? Let's just sit there and say, oh, boy, me was getting the smoke tonight. What? You know what? In all reality, I didn't mind it. I mean, I did mind it, but it worked itself out. So I'm happy about that. That's the good thing. That is the good thing. Yeah, Becky D, I was getting a bit of smoke. I was. But also, Fly Quick says, where is there not drama? But to be fair, something actually good happened from it. So let's just sit there and say I repaired a relationship, you know. Um, oh, I repaired a relationship, and hopefully I'll see this person again. So all in all, it worked out. Definitely a surprise though, but a happy surprise towards the end. Tamara says, "Have a good night, Tamara. Thank you for joining. You have a great night. It was really great to see you." Harry says, "Is this the Nina Defenders again?" And Spike Quick says, "No, it wasn't." Lisa says, "I missed the drama as well." You know what? In all reality, it worked out. So yeah, it really didn't Spike. Yeah, it didn't actually have anything to do with Nina. But you know what? It worked out. It worked out. It does. You know, I never. Here's the thing. I'll sit there and say, ugh, I never wanted to get to a point, and I still don't want to get to a point. Harry says, "Just tell me I gotta know now, or I'm not." I mean, it was the usual back and forth with someone. I'm not going to sit there and say their name. Um, about characters, and then somebody else came in a chat, which again I'm not going to sit there and say their name, and they made a comment. And first of all, I kind of felt like I was being kind of ganged up on, which was like, okay. Um, but the person that came in, I felt like this person. Have a good night, Laurie. Thank you for joining. I felt like this person didn't like me. And I was not going to sit there and judge up every single thing that this person said. But I don't know. This person apologized for the miscommunication, and maybe on some level, miss. I probably missed. I probably miss. Oh, wow! This I've always said. I mean, um, I probably might have misunderstood this person so-called hate for me for just a difference of opinion. And maybe that person just had a harsher brand of comments. Anyway, he apologized to me, so it's all good. And yeah, like my buddy James says, you never know what's going to happen live. I feel like I'm not telling that story right because I'm kind of tipsy, but I think that's the gist of it, though. Shane says never knew Abby was a fan of Games of Thrones. I'm not. I mean, I have nothing against Games of Thrones, but you know what it is? I don't really do the whole medieval stuff. But yeah, good times. Now, Lisa says I spit my coke out when Doc said that. Yes. What did she sit? Well, how did she sit there and say it? She has Logan blood in her? I was like, wait, what? I'm not gonna lie. Part of me felt like that might. Okay, so maybe people know who the old Taylor was. Clearly, I'm new to this show, but when she said that, I was like, what? And she literally said, oh, um, maybe she has low. I mean, granted, I'm gonna be honest. This whole thing is somewhat asinine, right? Because I look at this whole thing and I'm like, you should have went after Hope first, because all Brooke was sitting there do. I mean, Brooke might have egged her on Hope to sit there and say that stuff. I don't know, maybe. But the only thing that Brooke did was that she literally lied about trusting Thomas. It was Hope that said all those visceral things that she said to Thomas. So if Taylor should be going after anyone, it should be Hope. So that's why I don't understand. Now Lashanta says Albert she was a man eater. You mean Brooke? Andrew says good luck, Albert. Thank you. Um I'm kind of wondering who is now CW says, but she wasn't lying now, Albert. Well, yes, that that is no, that is very true. She was not lying about that. That is 100% very true. She was not lying about that. Lisa says still a man eater. I want to know who says man. Okay, so were you talking about Brooke being a man eater? I'm very curious. I'm assuming we were talking about Brooke being the man eater. Dolly, Andrew. Oh, with the call-ins. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I figured. I figured I'd do a. So I may try it tomorrow again. Yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Screw it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Dolly's in the chat. What's good, Dolly? Dolomedics. Oh, Lisa's at, oh, yep, old Brooke. Okay, I just want to make sure. Um, Versace said, "Don't come for my girl. Let Hope fight her own battles." Yeah, but now she's going to Deacon with that level of BS stuff. And Deacon's going to sit there and come out of pocket and say something stupid because he doesn't realize that his daughter has feelings for Dolly says just want to pop in for a little bit. Another long day at work. Well, thank you for popping in. Thank you for joining. Yes, it's always good to sit there and see you again. What the hell? It's always good to see you, darling. I know work has been crazy to sit there and say the least. But it's really good to see you. CW says if you only knew when it comes to Brooke, damn. Andrew says, hey Albert, turn your comments over go to the next comment, please. Listen, I'm like 2 shots of wine in. I am literally sitting there trying to turn them over as fast as I can. Which, even if I wasn't actually this drunk, I probably wouldn't do it that fast. But I'm trying, girl. Trying. Latasha says, LaShanta says, well, that's Taylor being petty because Ridge not worth it. Yeah, I don't really understand. Don't get me wrong. I think the idea of them being friends is cool for a little bit and was definitely something to. Thank you, Becky D. Thank you. Lisa says some same one just order. Darby says it's official. Taylor is an undercover mean girl, just like Brooke Logan, but at least Brooke is upfront about it. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Like for me, Darby, it seemed like it kind of came out of nowhere. You know what? To be fair though, to be fair though, Brooke was pushing her buttons like there was no tomorrow. Brooke was pushing her buttons like no tomorrow. Going at the Steffi like that, it can get any person annoyed. Now, Lashanta says that friendship was never sincere. Hmm. It felt sincere to me. But to be fair, no. No, I actually want to know now, Lashanta, why was that friendship never sincere? I feel like there's probably a lot of ways I could sit down and agree with that, but I want to know your take on it, though. I'm going as fast as I can, Andrea, and I'm out of alcohol. That's awesome. Yeah, no, well, that's the thing, Lisa. I want to know why the friendship was never sincere, though. Brooke don't have friends. She's messy. Yeah, but she might be simply trying to turn over a new leaf or whatever, you know. Dolly says, "Are Brooke and Taylor fighting again? Is it over Brooke? Or they're is is their middle aged kids this time?" Yes, Dolly. Is their middle aged kids? Damn. Becky says, "Brooke and Taylor have been after Rich for too many years. I keep wondering which one would break their agreement first." Very true. Very true, Becky. Um, Lashanta said Brooke don't have. Oh, I went to that. Nikisa, just getting back. Your pace is good, but you can't go. Well, thank you, Nikisa, thank you. I do try, and I'm a little tipsy. Jess says, "What did I?" I don't even know where to begin. Apparently, oh, have a good night, Andrea. Andrea wanted me to go faster. To read the comments, like I'm not going fast enough for some odd reason. Why was your computer frozen? I don't think my computer is frozen, Andrea. Andrea. Andre. Andrea. Okay. I feel like I'm messing up your name. Darby says you always got to watch those quiet ones in the back of the class. The good girls like Hope or Taylor, sooner or later, they always show their skeletons in the closet. Andrea, I thought you said goodnight. Now you're saying your computer's frozen. Which one is it? Um, Lashanta says when someone hates your kids, it's a wrap. No, that's very true. That's very true. Um, she was talking hella crap about Thomas, and then she came in there and started telling her, "Oh well, make sure you tell Steffi to sit there and take it back, and talk to your daughter Steffi." I'm like, Yeah, when you talk about somebody else's child, you know it's gonna be like you said, you know it's gonna be a wrap. There's certain lines in this world you just don't cross. Lisa says, I was hoping maybe those two had grown the hell up, obviously. Well, Lisa, you know that the fans want a love triangle. The fact that it's been going on for so many years now. That's the problem. That's where the stupidity comes in from. Um, it's just amazing. It makes me wonder what the hell is Brad Bell actually doing with that show. At least um with the Young and the Restless, they do have more of a cast, and they can it doesn't become so repetitive. But an 18-minute show. Lashanta says when Thomas constantly antagonized and they apologize and they use him to save Hope's line. Now she doesn't trust him. Working with Hope all this time, you're gaslighting. Yeah, that's yeah. I will agree with that because he wasn't there looking at it like on his phone, like, "Yo, listen, your line isn't doing great. They're gonna need me to come back in." Now, this is the problem with RJ because RJ is all supposed to be really good as far as designs and stuff like that, or at least with drawing, but he came in too late. Though he says, I swear, I can't wait for Taylor to realize she raised Brooke Jr. and Brooke to realize she raised a mini Taylor. Hmm. Carrie says, Brooke will never change. She is a S and a B, and she's a hypocrite. Well, Kyrie's always keeps it 100. If nothing less, Kyrie's keeps it 100. Kyrie does not hold back. Um, yeah, no, I get that. You don't got to somebody else's kids. You really don't. Exactly, Nikisha. I'm like, yo, my dude Kyrie goes in. Lisa says they all need a good spanking. They all need a good spanking. So he said you get what I'm saying. It's so I don't know. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna sit there and end the live stream here. But I do want to thank everyone for joining now. This was a lot of fun. Um Nikisha, expect an email. Not anything bad, but good. Um yeah, expect an email. I do want to thank everyone for joining now. This was yes, have a good night. Lashanta, thank you for joining. Have a good night, Lisa. Have a good night, CW, Becky D, Dolly, Kyrie's, I said Becky D, and Blackmon, and everyone else that Autumn says it's all love, Albert. Thank you, Autumn. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Nikisha. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, CW. Um, have a good night, Jess. Yes, this was a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. Andrea, you have a great night. Lisa, have a good night. This was a lot of fun. This was real food for the CW too much. I love it. Yes, thank you everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Becky D, for joining. And yeah. Have a good night, Cheyenne. Autumn says not real food for that. Dolly says thank you for entertaining and the chat, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you. Darby, you have a great night. Cheyenne, you have a great night. This was fun. This was fun. Now, Kyrie says, good night, fan favorite Nikisha. Good night, Becky D. Good night, CW. Good night, Jess. Good night, Darby. Good night, Dolomedics, and everyone else. Have, have a good night, Anna B. Thank you for joining. Hit that like button on the way out because it actually really does help. It promotes me to the top when it comes to live streams. And we are the number one live stream. We are the number one soap live stream on YouTube. Don't get it twisted, everyone. Um, as much as I love and respect all the other soap people that do live streams, you know, um, I don't want my clip to be taken out of context. This was a lot of fun, though. Thank you, CW. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Stay safe. And yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next live stream. Laters.